All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're playing more RE3. Just keeping her going at this point. It's nothing too crazy for the rest of it. Just a good bit more. I'm trying to remember. Were we 4 epilogues in? I want to say 4. That's like the one thing that I'm not entirely sure about, is how many epilogues we have. But other than that, we're pretty close to being done with mercenary stuff, and then it is just the epilogues. Forgot to clear my chat log before flipping it over. So there, you can see all of my my updating the stream and everything at the start. I don't remember. I want to say 4. I don't... You can check? Where do you check? Oh, just the save file. Almost on the road to Resi 4. Okay. Okay, I've cleared it 5 times. We're 5 epilogues deep. That sounds closer. So RE4, right? Hold on. Let me go get the full list and just read through it, okay? So after 3, we have Survivor, the GunCon, like FPS spin-off for the PS1. And then after that, we have Code Veronica, which is a mainline RE game. That was exclusive to the Dreamcast originally. Then it got ported later. It's a whole thing. Dreamcast game. Then there's Survivor 2, which was titled a Survivor game. Like it's a survival or a Survivor game in name, but it was originally not released on console. It was an arcade machine that then got ported to the PS2. Also played with the GunCon. Then there's RE Gaiden, which is the game... I almost said GameCube. The Game Boy one. Then there's the RE1 remake. Then there's RE0, which was the GameCube one. Then there's Dead Aim, which is Survivor 3. It's not named Survivor, but it is a Survivor game. And then there's Outbreak. And then there's Outbreak File 2. And then RE4. Capcom went a little crazy with the spin-offs between RE3 and 4. They got a little wild, a little carried away with all the spin-offs. Yeah, no, sorry. Dead Aim is Survivor 4 because Survivor 3 is... I can't remember the name. Dino...
Welcome.
Stalker. I was like, I know it's not Dino Survivor. Dino Stalker is the 3rd Survivor game, but that was for the Dino Crisis series. But it was just called Dino Stalker. That was the 3rd one. And then, you guys know my favorite fun fact about Dead Aim that I learned after doing my video on it? Apparently, Morpheus is not, and this is mainly a shock for English players who have never heard this before, Morpheus is not a male villain who becomes female after mutating with the virus in that game. I was gonna say the T-virus, but it's some new virus that I don't remember. Morpheus was actually always supposed to be a woman, but the English localization team got a male voice actor and had every reference to him in the game changed to he, him pronouns. But in the Japanese release, Morpheus is just a woman and is referred to as such throughout the entire game. So that's my crazy fun fact about Dead Aim that I didn't know before doing the video. What? It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, okay. Gotta love the localization team. And to be fair, like, Morpheus is right on that, like, androgynous line where, like, they look masculine enough that with a male voice actor and everything, you're like, yeah, that's a dude. But then if Morpheus had a female voice actor in the English release, I would have been like, yeah, that's a woman, obviously. Morpheus is right on that line, which makes it so crazy that for some reason the English localization just made Morpheus a man. We all recovered from the MGS stream yesterday. You must have not been here. We made good progress near the, well, throughout the second half, we made good progress. I got up to Fat Man, which might not sound like a lot, but Fat Man is like just before the halfway point of the game. At least where I draw the line at being like, yeah, this is halfway through. I always say that once you've finished up at Strut 1, the Strut 1 like core, that is what I meant. For a second I thought I had said it wrong. That's like the halfway point. Once you do the sniper bit with like the bomb defusal that goes into the Harrier fight, like you are in the second half. At least that's how I look at MGS 2. So I'm nearly like halfway through, I think. There are more. It's fine. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Of course, the series you chose to run all at the same time are incredibly long ones. Yeah, I wasn't thinking that far ahead. I really wasn't. Like, I should have had the foresight to be like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't start Resi and Yakuza right on top of each other. Because both of these series have like 20 plus games to get through. If only I had had that foresight. I say with my imported copy of the original Ishin sitting on the desk behind me, probably out of frame because I'm blocking it. But it's like next to the Pikachu over there. You can maybe kind of see it on the desk vaguely. Help. But yeah, this was a good idea. Do the Mario series. Bro, Mario, I don't think would be that bad. Because like the games are quick, right? For the most part. There would just be a lot. It would be one of those where like the games aren't long, but just so many. Just so many games. We get lots of views, I assume. Here's the thing, though. I am notoriously awful at platformers. Like really, really bad. It's not even like, oh yeah, I'm kind of bad at platformers. No, like I am so dog shit at platformers. Like I cannot play a platformer to save my life. I say that as if I haven't, you know, done the platinum trophy for like Crash Bandicoot 1 on the Insane trilogy. But like, if it's not Crash Bandicoot, I'm terrible at it. And even Crash Bandicoot, I'm not great at it. I just love it enough to stick it out. But if you know how that platinum goes, the fact that I have it and am really terrible at platformers is crazy. Yeah, I have Platinum Crash 1. On my PS4 account, I have it, not on Steam. I don't have the Insane Trilogy on Steam. I need to buy it on Steam. What about Spyro? Funny you should bring up Spyro. Oh my god, he's stuck. I have been slowly, like really slowly working on Spyro because a lot of other stuff has come out that I've been trying to play. But My girlfriend gifted me the Spyro trilogy on Steam for Valentine's Day. And I've been trying to slowly get through it. Because I grew up with the Spyro games too. Marry her. She also just recently found out that I purchased my own copy of Last Epoch after talking about it so much lately. Because I was just like, yep, I want to play it. It looks good. And she was like, you bitch. I was going to get you that for your birthday. And I was like, whoops. My birthday is in a week, by the way. She had heard me talking about it and was gonna buy it for me, but whoopsie. What day? It's the 29th. I somehow forgot. Whoops. Yeah, I lacked the foresight of my birthday being like a week away. And just kind of had that moment of like, yep, this is one of those times that I really want this game. It's not that expensive. I'm gonna buy it. And I bought it. I think it's fine though. I offered when she was like pissed about it a little bit. I was like, well, I could, if it would make you feel any better, I could refund the game. And, you know, just act like I never played it for 30 minutes already. She's like, no, just keep it. Whoops. Shit. Get up, you big bitch. Nice, yeah. Next. Today's Sunday, next Tuesday. Right? That should be Tuesday. Yeah, it is Tuesday. If I've learned one thing in life, it's that I don't trust my own math. Ow. Unless I did it with a calculator. Oh, fuck. It's not good. Chip in and Get Cold, the new Oblivion game. Last Epoch is great though. It's true. I don't think it's better than PoE. I think it might be in a better like current state than PoE 2. Like given all the PoE 2 shit lately, but I don't think that like it's a game that I enjoy more than PoE 2. But it's good. I like a good ARPG. That's a good ARPG. It's a lot more casual than PoE. Which is a nice change of pace for my crazy ass. Oh God. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep my timer over 2 minutes to get the mutated Nemi. And the poison is gonna catch up eventually and I'm gonna start hobbling. This is not a very clean mercenaries run, I have to say. Uh-oh. Son of a bitch. Oh my God, I'm stuck. Okay. Waiting for the Daggerfall remake. I wish they would remake the ones that needed it. Because, like, I mean, I guess Oblivion, to be honest. Anything pre-Skyrim kind of needs it now that I think about it. But the ones that really need it are like Daggerfall and Arena. And obviously Morrowind would be one of those things where, what's it? Morrowind would be one of those where, like, as soon as it gets announced, they have my money. Doesn't matter. Even Skyrim might need a remake in a few years. I don't know. I don't think that Skyrim is, like, outdated or anything. I think that, like, the worst thing that I can say, and frequently do say about Skyrim, is that it's just too shallow. It just doesn't have, like, the depth that you typically expect from the Elder Scrolls. That's really what hurts Skyrim more than anything. But then again, it's the best-selling Elder Scrolls game. So most Elder Scrolls fans out there started with Skyrim and don't even feel like that's really an issue. Would just be like Starfield, but on one giant map. Everything being a loading screen, everything being a fast travel. That's how Daggerfall is already. Not loading screen, but fast travel. Same with Arena.
Chole likes rimming.
Bitch. No, I do not. Same with Arena, though. Daggerfall often gets a lot of the credit for being the one with the enormous map. But Arena's is, I think, just as big. Maybe it's a little smaller. But Arena has the exact same thing where, like, the world is so massive that you cannot reasonably walk between points of interest in the open world. You just have to fast travel. Do I just try to run for the exit because I'm poisoned? I might honestly have to. I have plenty of time. I think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to try to book it for the exit from this point on. Because even though I'll miss a couple survivors, the poison is going to catch up to me. Oh my god, I'm limping. Oh, I'm dead. Never mind. If I started limping that soon, there was never hope anyway, to be honest. I thought I had more time than that. Do I really have to stretch so soon? I've only been here for like 20 minutes. It's a solid amount. Considering I still have like 2.5 playthroughs of single player, classy few hundred, I'll take it. Do it. Oh, fine. Ugh. Knife only, kiss my ass. Shirt, yeah, it's the pineapple shirt. Everyone's favorite. It says pineapple upside down. Everyone's favorite shirt. It's either this or the Sriracha shirt, I think. Is the fan favorite. The two that people comment on when I'm wearing them. The red shirt that I have that's literally just like the front of the Sriracha bottle printed on the front of the shirt. It's so stupid, but I couldn't help but buy it when I saw it. I love Sriracha. You know your ass has been sitting at the desk all morning. Shrimp back? Bitch, my chair is straight. Like, when I lean back against my chair, my back is straight. I have it locked in like that. Excuses. I don't get shrimp back because of that. I have my chair set where I just sit back against it and my back is straight. Sell it as the anti-woke chair. You know, it's not a bad idea. I just gotta get like my product on an Asmongold stream or something, and I'm golden. No pun intended. Oh god, gotta zoom. God of War, Twisted Metal. God of War, maybe. Twisted Metal. I don't know how much interest there is for Twisted Metal nowadays. And I think not whatever, but I think a lot of the remaining interest has waned even, like, since they did the TV series. Because, yeah. Bet you sit like XQC. I don't. I have great posture. Go. Go, Mihail. Go. I was surprised they're doing a second season? This is the first I've heard of it. What? Are they actually? Damn it, my combo. I didn't realize she was still alive until I was like trying to leave. There's a Twisted Metal show? Yeah, see, that's why I'm kind of surprised they're doing a second season, is because of that right there. I feel like most people who watched it weren't fans, generally speaking. Again, most. And just a lot of people didn't watch it largely because they didn't know. Oh. Bitch.
Help!
Come on. There. I had to get the combo, even if it took 2 shells. Doesn't Brad give shells? I think so. Or is it the... No, he gives Magnum ammo. It's the newspaper lady that gives shells, I think. July 31st. This is genuinely the first I've heard of it. I had no idea we were getting another season. I don't think I even finished the first one. I don't think I did. Oh. But then again, I'm picky with TV in general. Oh, oh. If I ever recommend a TV show, you know damn well that shit's good. Because if I sat through it, it has to be. I'm so picky with TV. By the way, everyone watch Dragon Ball, please. Thank you. Or read it, if that's your way. Either way works. Beat the acolyte of having the lowest viewership show ever. I still never even watched like a single moment of the Acolyte. Not even because of like the whole culture war around it or anything. It had nothing to do with that. I just genuinely, I was so tuned out of Star Wars when it came out that I did not care. I just never even started it. Although I'll probably watch Andor when that season 2 comes out. Dragon Ball the only anime you've watched? No, but I haven't watched a lot of anime. Not because I have like a weird bias against it or anything, just if it's good TV, I watch it. If it's not, I don't. It's not even because I like stay away from it, I just haven't watched a ton. Trying to think. Like, I watched Cowboy Bebop growing up, and that's one of my favorites too. But like more recently, I watched Attack on Titan with my ex. I didn't finish it, but I watched like the first 2 seasons of Attack on Titan with her. I thought it was okay. I watched the first season of One Punch Man and then never went back when more came out. I probably should because I liked it. I watched Chainsaw Man. I liked Chainsaw Man a lot. Trying to think. I feel like there's more that I'm forgetting. I don't know that there is, but I feel like I'm missing something. You watched Bleach? I watched a little bit of Bleach. I didn't like Bleach. Oh. I watched a little bit of it back in the day, though. No, I haven't seen JJK, but it's been recommended to me a million times. Everyone says I would love it. Same with, I haven't watched JoJo's yet, and everyone keeps telling me I would love JoJo's, and I'm sure I would. From what little I've seen, I feel like I really would love it, but I haven't watched any of it yet. Oh, I've seen Fist of the North Star. I've seen Berserk. The old one. I haven't seen the new one. I've seen Tokyo Ghoul, but only the first 2 seasons of it. I tried watching the 3rd season and it was shit. I couldn't get through it. I tried watching Demon Slayer because everyone and their mom recommended it. And I got like 3 episodes in and then just kind of trailed off. I wasn't that interested in it. And I don't like the art style in Demon Slayer. Which is maybe a spicy take, but I don't. Oh, everyone keeps telling me I would love Baki too. I need to watch that one. Oh, there we go. I know how to maneuver myself here. I'm a professional. Shit. Oh! Oh, I know a spicy one that I stopped watching a few episodes in just because I wasn't all that into it. I started watching Full Metal Alchemist and only got a few episodes into it. That one comes up from time to time, and people always freak out when I say that, but it's true. I started it, and I did not get very far. When I tell you that I am so fucking picky, I mean it. I'm dead serious. Brotherhood or Classic? Classic one, the first one. Any particular reason? No, it was one of those where like I didn't dislike it, but I just didn't have that urge to keep watching it. So I just kind of trailed off pretty early on. Stupid bitch. Time to bully the Nemesis again. Ow. I forget that he does that. He does it every time, and I eat it every time. Really should watch Baki. Or JoJo. I know that those two, just because everyone is recommending them to me, and from what I've seen of them, I'm like, yeah, that is so up my alley. It's crazy. I can't believe I haven't seen it. I'm gonna... That zombie grab, I think, actually just saved my life. Oh. So did that one. Hold on. JoJo is so good. It has at least one meme in an episode. I feel like the thing with JoJo too is that the art style is so fucking weird. It's just so like odd. I'm trying to avoid the word bizarre. I almost used the word bizarre. It's just so weird looking, but like in a way that's also oddly appealing. I don't know. I like the way that characters are drawn in JoJo, from what I've seen. I like how thick the lines are in it. Oh God. Thick. It's true though. I really like how thick the lines are drawn in JoJo. It gives it a very stylized look. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. No. Oh my God, okay, I got that one. I'll take it. Oh. I watched the first, like, 4 episodes of the Last of Us series, and then I stopped watching that. And that one's kind of weird. because I think that the Last of Us show is really good. Like, genuinely, I think it was really well done. But outside of, like, I think it was episode 3, where basically that whole episode was, like, original, like, you know, written for the show material. What? Okay, that's crazy. Outside of that, it was literally just retelling the game. And I had already played the game like 3 times over the years. So I stopped watching. Not because it was bad, but I was like, yeah, I've seen this like multiple times. I don't need to see this again. That's a solid amount. Whoa, strikes again. I actually thought that episode was really good. Like, genuinely, I thought that episode was great, but just everything outside of that was literally just the game again. Resident Evil. Sick of Pedro being in literally everything. I love Pedro Pascal, though. I can't not watch just because he's in everything. Like, he's in everything because he's fucking great. I love him so much. I remember people shitting on him when it came out that he was the new Joel a lot. But actually, I really liked him as Joel, genuinely. I thought he did a really good Joel. But it is also fair that I do not have that kind of attachment to Joel that a lot of Last of Us fans do. Because I'm Mr. The Last of Us was always mid anyway. Because I know a lot of people were really pissed that Troy Baker was in the show, but not playing Joel. But I was just like, I don't know. I think Pedro's doing a good job. I think he's kind of killing it, to be honest. Wait. We go this way first. I'm remembering. Troy Baker looks less like Joel than Pascal. I agree. But a lot of people just wanted it to be him because, like, you know, that's him. Also, excuse me? Oh my god. You want me to spoil what happens in part 2? I know what happens in part 2. And I don't take issue with it. Ugh, I think it should have been handled better. But, like, in terms of the decision, like, just in and of itself, I don't even think it's bad. I think people are just babies. I think that they just handled it in a way that, honestly, no one was going to like it. I've said it before, to dance around it and not spoil it, but still get this out. I think that if they did that at the halfway point of the game instead of at the very beginning of the game, that would have gone a long way. A. B. I think that they should have made the second half of the game the first half of the game. And had you not know exactly who you were tracking down throughout the first half, but just know that there was this bad dude who you were tracking down. And then when you get there, there's the reveal of who it was you're tracking down. And then that happens, and then you play the first half of the game as the second half of the game. I think that would have been infinitely more digestible for fans than what they did. I don't think that the choice itself was bad. I think they just approached it in a really poor way. Last of Us 2, yeah. It would have been better. I think opening it, like literally opening the game with that in the first hour, was a really bad idea. Because they really just played it for shock value. And I think, honestly, that's why most people are pissed. It's not even because of what happened. It's just the way that it was treated. Did I just hear the first shot go around and kill, like, all of them? Oh my god, I did. It killed 4 of them. So this thing is great. The modified... what is this thing called again? The mine launcher? Mine thrower. Mine thrower. I think the infinite ammo enhanced mine thrower is amazing against zombies and kind of poo-poo against anything else. From what I'm seeing right now, it seems like it's not good against gammas, and it's not good against hunters, at the very least. That bot banned someone before they text. Yeah, it's because they're on, like, a spam list. It's a bot. So Sari has, like, a log of all the bots that it bans across Twitch. And if any of those bots enter your chat, it tries to ban them before they even send a message. Sometimes it gets them before, sometimes it doesn't. It's honestly like a 50-50. But it's pretty sweet, actually, that it logs all of the bot accounts that it encounters across Twitch. And then just if one of them even pops up like in your active chat list, it will bonk them preemptively. Because Twitch bots are so bad. The fact that they're even still there is crazy. Like, to not mince words about it, Twitch allows the bots to stay on the platform. Because, like, obviously, if the community can easily pick out who the bot accounts are and ban them automatically, Twitch could do that themselves on their end. But it's similar to, like, what Twitter is doing lately, where they're just letting the bots stay because the bots inflate their active daily and active monthly users. So they let them hang out and go into chats and stuff and message. Because it makes their platform look like it has more users when they talk about numbers with investors and such. That's why most platforms that have active botting issues have them. It's not because they're hard to get under control. They're very easy to get under control. It's a, oh my god. It's a science that we figured out like 2 decades ago in the tech industry. It's just, if you leave the bots, they count towards your daily active users for the platform. And more daily active users means better numbers, which means more investors believing in the platform and putting money into it, obviously. Yeah, I think Infinite Ammo Magnum is better. I definitely think the Magnum is better. The Mine Thrower is cool. It's not as good, though. Twitch proactively doing something to help the platform. Good joke. Yeah, sorry. My bad. I'm streaming on Twitch. I'm gonna get in trouble. To be fair, I've talked mad shit about YouTube for some of their bad decisions too. Zack had more successful films like 300, The Watchmen, and Dawn of the Dead. Neil is a one-trick pony. Druckmann also had Uncharted. And I kind of, I bring this up a lot. I had a tweet like years ago about the Watchmen. I can't remember exactly how I phrased it, but it was some joke about the movie. Like, I finally watched it, and I'm like, man, that was really boring. Because everyone kept telling me to watch it, because I shit on Zack Snyder a lot. And I was always like, yeah, 300 was good. Dawn of the Dead was all right. Other than that, no. And everyone was like, how have you not seen The Watchmen? You need to watch The Watchmen. I watched it, and I could probably... Motherfuck. There are 3 of them in that area. God damn it. What is happening? Oh, dude, the YouTube botting issue right now is so bad. No, absolutely, the YouTube botting issue is so fucking bad.
Resident Evil.
Death speedrun. God, I wish I could remember what I tweeted about The Watchmen. I'm wondering if I can find it. No. Twitter search has failed me. I tried using like their... whatever, like their advanced search. I can't find it. I only tried like 2 things, but... I'm not gonna spend forever trying to find it right now. It was a funny tweet, I swear. I remember it being... well, maybe it's not as funny as I remember. I was like... 18 or 19. So it probably wasn't that funny. It was probably just more mean-spirited than clever, to be honest, at that time. But it felt funny to me at the time, so I remember it being funny. I bet if I did find it, I would be like, yeah, that's not funny. But at the time, it felt funny. She's really losing her head over this. I can't remember the joke, but just trust me, it was really funny. Yeah, and even now I'm realizing, like, considering how old I was and my humor at that point, it probably wasn't that funny. I probably wouldn't think it was funny if I found it now anyway. Bro, some of my tweets from around that time were fucking crazy, though. Some of them are still funny. Oh, it only goes back to like 2020 or something now? Oh. Wait, you say now? Did it not before? Is that a change that they made? Oh my god. Probably better than 28 weeks later. Bro, I fucking hope so. I'm really worried for 28 years later. Mostly because of how 28 weeks was. And because of how much I love 28 days. It used to go all the way back. So they did change it. Why did they change it? Was it to stop people from going way back? And, like, digging up shit? Was it an intentional change to prevent people from doing that on Twitter? Because, man, people really were digging up shit on Twitter. All the time. Hyped for 28 centuries? No, not century. We gotta do decades first. Come on now. Don't get too crazy. Oh wait, no. I might as well go look. Probably after the James Gunn stuff. Maybe. Okay, I see it. Unless this is okay, yeah. I wasn't sure. I'm like, because this is pre-rendered, it might not have one for every solution. What happened to 28 months? Oh, you're right. They skipped months. Being better than 28 weeks later is not that high of a bar to clear. And yet I'm still worried, dude. I'm concerned. I don't know, man. I saw that. It's such crazy whiplash going from like 28 days to 28 weeks. It's such insane whiplash watching those like within a short span of time. 28 days later is so good. And then 28 weeks, it does start really strong. But holy shit. I don't even wanna. Nope, I'm not. I'm not dwelling on 28 weeks later right now. It's like going from MW19 to MW22. I don't know what you're talking about.
Likes rimming.
False. Shit. Oh my god. I choked. I was gonna say I don't know what you're talking about. They're both shit, but I got interrupted. I got jump scared. Jesus Christ. That's that's one of my hot Call of Duty takes. MW19 was never that good. The maps, bro, all the skill base got ramped up that year. The maps were terrible. The gunsmith was really cool in theory, but almost everything that you put on a gun would hurt it more than it would help it. The weapon customization was terrible once you actually started using it. It changed like all the monetization model to what it is right now. You know, the monetization model that's commonly blamed as what's killing Call of Duty right now. Granted, killing the game while it's still like the first or second top seller in the industry every single year. But, you know. My hot take is that BO3 and 4 is dog shit. 4, most people think that 4 was dog shit. BO3 is my favorite COD for the zombies alone. Because the zombies is so good. And I put way more weight in the zombies experience than any other component.
Piss on him, piss on him, piss on him, piss on him!
False, I need you to calm down today. Okay, you're really something right now. I need you to tone it back a little bit. All right? I appreciate the enthusiasm, but like, let's just ease up a little bit. Okay? 4, I think, was better. Sorry, I didn't even finish 3. 3's campaign is probably the worst in the entire series. It's fucking terrible. Black Ops 3 campaign, unbelievably bad COD campaign. Multiplayer, I didn't like it. I didn't like the multiplayer in BO3. I didn't play much of it. I think if I went on my console account, I'm like Prestige 1, maybe Prestige 2. But I think like Prestige 1, which for me is a very low level to be on a Call of Duty game, especially a Call of Duty game that's been out for a decade. On PC, I think I'm like level 20 on multiplayer. I played it a little bit and then never touched it again. But the zombies in BO3, is so fucking peak. There's not a bad map in that game. Not one. There's not one bad map in that game. It actually has the most, like, undisputed bangers out of any COD game, zombies-wise. It has the largest number of just, like, maps that most of the community would agree, like, that's an S-tier map. It has the most of them in one game, and not a single bad map. Like, no maps that people would rate as, like, F-tier, or even D-tier. Maybe, like, 1 or 2 that are C-tier. But it has 14 zombies maps. We got 14 maps in BO3. 14. So having like 1 or 2 C tiers out of 14 maps, and then like 12 maps that are minimum B tier, but a lot of them are like A and S. Crazy lineup, crazy run in that game. Crazy run for Zombies. Still the best to date, easily. So the Zombies alone, because it's my favorite mode, it's the one I care about the most, carries it. Hard carries it. All the way to being my favorite COD. However, everything else is shit. BO4 is not that bad, though. BO4's multiplayer was a lot better than BO3's for me.
All supervisors, mission terminated. Return immediately. Repeat. All supervisors return immediately. Over.
The Battle Royale was good. What was it? Blackout? I didn't play a ton of Blackout, but when I did play it with friends, like casually, had a great time.
You've managed to stay alive up until now.
The Zombies was not the best, but it's not the worst either. The Zombies was just mid in BO4, like overall. Although, Ancient Evil is a peak map. Ancient Evil's a great map. S tier map. 9 is at least an A tier map. Spicier Take, Dead of the Night, at least an A tier map. It has a good lineup.
You're saying
it has Classified. They did a remake of 5. BO1's 5. They did a remake of it in BO4, and it's good.
Exactly.
It plays good. I like it.
On this operation were extreme.
Good game. Not great game, but good game.
Would be wiped out. We were only required to collect live data
Good
from
game.
the subjects. Another mutant.
I'm trying to think if I have a crazy COD take outside of just I really didn't like MW19. MW19 had a good campaign, a frustrating multiplayer that had like some good core systems. Like I could have loved that multiplayer if the maps weren't terrible, if the matchmaking wasn't terrible, if the gunsmith wasn't terrible. I would have liked that multiplayer because everything else was good. But those are some pretty important things that were all bad. Like those are some pretty critical things to having a good multiplayer, and having all of them be bad made me really not like that game. Is he dead? 3 rockets. 3 rockets and he's dead. Do I have any crazy COD takes outside of that? I thought World War II Zombies was pretty solid. It's not my favorite, but I like World War II Zombies. Spider jump scare. What the fuck? I forget they can even spawn here. I don't think my COD takes are that insane. Beyond that point. Oh. Okay, maybe. Okay, chat. I want to see everyone drop. I've talked about this take before on stream. Preemptively, for my COD guys, my Zombies guys especially, if you were just considering the Zombies portion of the games, what would be your top 3 Zombies games, like overall, right? Like just BO3, BO1, BO2, BO4. If you're just taking the whole game and doing like a top 3, what would be your top 3? Because I do have a couple of spicy Zombies takes to throw in here. And maybe even a very current spicy take. But, I'll start with the less crazy one. Well, they're both kind of crazy, actually. Alright, fuck it. I'll just rip it right away. BO2 Zombies. I've discussed this one before, okay? I'm very passionate about this one. Black Ops 2 Zombies could have been, and honestly should have been, the best Zombies game. But it's not even close for me. And that's because the maps, for the most part, were fucking bad. The gameplay, like the core game feel in BO2, immaculate. The systems design and stuff like that in BO2 Zombies, immaculate. Awesome. The fucking player rank being based on your skill rather than your time invested, great. They never did that again in Zombies. Never. But BO2 Zombies, your rank in the Zombies mode is based on your skill rating rather than like just how much time you've invested. I love that. But then what did they give us for maps? They gave us Transit. They gave us Nuketown Zombies. Die Rise. Spicier Take. I think Buried can be fun, but like, it's not great. I will say, Mob of the Dead and Origins single-handedly saved that game. If it did not have those two maps, I would shit on BO2 Zombies so much. But the fact that it genuinely has like some of the worst maps in Zombies right alongside two of the undisputed best ever saves that game. But the batting average being like 2 for 6 on good maps is not good. It's not a good average. We'll see you around, John Fuzz. Have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna wait to save. I'm gonna do the puzzle and everything first. But yes, I'm shitting on Transit. Terrible map, dude. Really like the skyscraper? That's Die Rise. That's one of the ones I was just saying was terrible. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, you ready for my other one, chat? I said this one a lot back when I was still an active, like, Zombies creator. If you don't know the Chole lore, I used to be just a COD Zombies streamer and content creator, like, dedicated to that game alone before I switched over. Which is why you get such passionate rants about it from me, and why, if you ask me basically anything about Zombies, I can answer it. It's because I played so much of it that I've become like a Zombies encyclopedia. Anyway. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, the other one. The other one. Okay. I think Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is the second best Zombies title we've gotten to date. And I'm dead serious. Mostly because none of the maps are bad. The worst maps in that game are mid. Like, the ones that are the worst, just being not great. Good start. But also, where the fuck?
Why is the horse holding a wiener?
Good question. Also because the systems design in Cold War. Oh my god. Now, I could tie this into a slightly spicier take. And that being, I think that BO6 by the end of its season will take the top spot. Or sorry, not the top spot like over BO3. It will take that number 2 spot. Once BO6 has run its full course, I think that will be my new number 2, because BO6 so far has been Cold War Zombies with better systems design, better Easter eggs, better side quest material, and better maps. So it's just basically been Cold War but better. So I think by the time that it's over, like, that will be my favorite. Or sorry, not my favorite, my second favorite. So far, we also have more round-based maps in BO6 already at this point in the season than we ever got in Cold War. Cold War, we only had a total of 4 round-based maps for the entire season. BO6, at this point right now, only 6 months into its life out of the 12 that it's going to live, has 5 maps. 5 round-based maps. So it's also beating it out for content volume on top of just the content being better. So I think BO6 will be my new number 2 after the season is like fully done. I just don't factor like a currently evolving game into things when I'm like doing those kinds of rankings. Cold War Zombies took the fun out of the Easter egg. It kind of did. The Easter eggs were not very good in Cold War. Mauer or Toten had a good one, and that was the only good Easter egg in Cold War, in my opinion. Actually, no. Mauer had a good one, and then also, I would say the other good one in BOCW, I don't know why I tried to abbreviate it. I almost said BO6. That's why. The other good one in Cold War actually was the first Outbreak Easter egg with the crazy boss fight. I think he's called Legion, if I'm remembering correctly. The really difficult boss fight at the end. That Outbreak Easter egg was also actually really good. I liked that one. So I would say Cold War had 4 maps plus Outbreak and had 6 Easter eggs between them because Outbreak had 2 Easter eggs. It got one main quest like at one point, and then a couple months later it got another one. And every time you play Outbreak, you can just start doing one or the other depending on which one you want to do. It's kind of weird.
Dawn? But that's only...
I think Cold War went 2 for 6 on Easter eggs, which is terrible. Again, BO2's average. But there were a couple good ones.
And hey,
a couple.
watch out for that traitor Nikolai.
Not great even, but like good ones. I liked those. Is that where I just came from? No, this is the other door. I always get confused at the end of that. Here's my hot take. COD Ghost wasn't as bad as people say it is. No, that was bad. No, I'm not with you on this one. Ghosts had an okay campaign. The story was awful in Ghost campaign, but the levels were kind of fun. I can never take that away from Ghosts. It had solid level design and like gimmicks and stuff. The multiplayer was bad. I never liked that multiplayer. No. Extinction was okay. I like Extinction as like a fun little one-off side thing. But like, I only ever have that moment of I want to play Extinction again once every like 4 years. Hot take, most people hold BO2 in such high regard because of the memories. No, I think you're right. Because, like, when I was doing zombie stuff and actively playing BO2, like, every week at least, well into the 2020s, like, I only switched away in 2022 and started doing variety. BO2... It aged in a weird way where it's not bad, but it's just like, this is not the way that I remembered BO2. I remembered it being better. I lost my nostalgia for BO2 by actively streaming it like a decade after it came out still. It was definitely one of those games where like when I went back and actually played it again, it didn't feel how I thought it would. It was good, it just wasn't that good, you know? Which was kind of sad. I think overall, like just for Call of Duty entirely, all game modes factored into it and all that, I do believe that, that, I don't know, 1.6 BO1 was the best COD game overall. Because it has, like, what's it? It has one of the best campaigns. Like, even if you don't want to go the whole way and say it was the best, it has at least like a top 3 campaign for the series. It has one of the best multiplayers in the series. It has, at least for me, a top 3 zombies mode in the series. Where again, it's like there's not a bad map in that game, and it has like 10 maps in it. It's similar to BO3, where it's like, it's either all just good or it's a banger. And there's a lot of it. BO1 just all around was great. Genuinely just, like, every aspect of that game was great. And I feel like it's the only COD where I can genuinely say that, in terms of a 3 game mode COD, at least. Because, like, yeah, I think it is. COD 4 had a great campaign and multiplayer, but it didn't have a 3rd game mode. World at War had a great campaign and a great start to zombies, but the zombies aged pretty poorly from World at War, and the multiplayer in World at War was just COD 4 with a World War II skin, and it was less fun than COD 4 because it was missing some pretty big features from that game. MW2, great campaign, great multiplayer, not a great side mode. Spec Ops is like fun for a little bit, but it gets old really fast. Now give me your general gaming hot take. The Last of Us was never that good. That's probably my hottest general gaming hot take. Like, I say it a lot too. I've already said it this stream even. But like that is probably my big gaming hot take, is I don't think The Last of Us was ever that great. Really good story, but just really boring gameplay. Like, even for the time it came out, the gameplay was not very good. Just as a third-person shooter in 2013, the gameplay was just eh. Oh, I forgot the disc. My bad. It's a solid 7 out of 10? Yeah. That's, like, I've always felt like it was a solid, like, 7 out of 10 game. Just like, yeah, it's good, but a bit boring. At times, like, the gameplay is fine for a couple hours, but then it just gets kind of monotonous to play through. But yeah, then, you know, it's like generally seen as one of the greatest video games ever made, and I'm like, I don't know about that one. Y'all want to hear my favorite gaming hot take? Not my own. Starfield has one of the best narratives in gaming. Whose take was that again? I remember this one, but who was it? Yeah, you need to remind me.
Warning. Proceeding with operation.
Because I don't remember who said that.
Please evacuate.
But it is a very good one. That's a very spicy take. I thought the story in Starfield was so boring. And I was a Starfield, not like hard defender, as in like this game is amazing. But I played like 35 hours of Starfield on release. Oh, it was David Jaffe! Oh my god, that makes it so much funnier too. It was David Jaffe that said that. Jesus Christ. How easily I forget. Why did YouTube hold that? I don't know. Mr. Crowley, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Starfield was mid as fuck. Made Fallout 4 look like New Vegas? No. It had much better role-playing systems than Fallout 4. Because that was like my thing when I was playing Starfield. Like, you can go back to my streams where I'm playing it for the first time. I streamed it on release. And literally I was sitting there saying, yeah, this isn't the best, but thank God it's better than Fallout 4. I said it like over and over again. You're saying that because you hate Fallout 4? No! Like, go play Fallout 4 for a bit, then go play Starfield. Starfield isn't great, but you'll notice that the role-playing aspects of the game in Starfield are so much fucking better than they are in Fallout 4. So much better. It feels like Bethesda was taking a step towards the right direction after Fallout 4 and 76. For me. And again, I don't even love Starfield. I think it's mid. I think it's okay. But I think it's better than Fallout 4, for sure. And also, if I wasn't sitting through loading screens every time I wanted to do literally anything in Starfield, it would be so much more fun to play. That alone hinders the game so fucking much that it's crazy to me. Like, I don't know how the game released with that just being how it was. It's insane. See, like, that's the situation where this thing is good. Like, you've got a few zombies lined up like that. That's when it's good. Especially with the expansions. I never played Fallout 4's expansions. I never bothered to purchase them after playing the base game. I was like, no, fuck that. I'm good.
You're still alive. Such persistence.
Nikolai?
Sorry, but there is no escape.
I like Bayonetta more than DMC? Hell no. Look, I'm gonna get blocked on Twitter for this one, okay? But Bayonetta is better than like DMC 1. However, comma, Hideki Kamiya does not understand how to make an amazing action game the way that Hideaki Itsuno does. It's night and day. It's not even close.
When it comes to discussing my bonus.
Because like even DMC 1 compared to what Itsuno would eventually end up doing with the series, not even close.
The amount is modest, but there is a reward to be claimed upon the confirmation.
Kamiya? That is actually how it's pronounced. It's Kamiya.
Although I'm sure I'll miss
Japanese phonetics are very straightforward. You break it down to the 3 characters that would make it up if you weren't using a kanji. It's Kamiya. Blockia. And short vowels only. Yeah.
Jill, what happened?
Carlos.
Itsuno is the Platinum Games guy. No, that's Kamiya. Itsuno was at Capcom up until like a year ago. And I don't know where he is now.
This is it then.
I don't even know if we know where he is. I don't think there's been any public word on it. But he left Capcom after Dragon's Dogma 2. Because Itsuno's team was the team that did DMC 3, 4, and 5. And then Dragon's Dogma 1 and 2. Those were their games. That's what his team worked on. DMC 3 versus God of War 1, which is better? DMC 3 any day. I love God of War, but like DMC 3.
Jill, that's it. We've got to find a way out of here now.
God of War 1, here's the thing with God of War 1 and 2.
Warning.
Less so 2, especially 1. A lot of the challenge in God of War 1 and in points of 2, but really in God of War 1 are just from the game being total bullshit. DMC 3 versus God of War 3. DMC 3. God of War 2 versus DMC 2. DMC 2. Yep. No. God of War 2. That one, not even close. That's not even a question. Come on now. Quick question, Jill Valentine or Ada Wong? Jill Valentine. Next question. The Jibble sandwich, of course. Did Itsuno found a studio of his own? I haven't heard about that. Oh yeah. He didn't found, but he joined a studio as a lead. He leads Lightspeed Japan Studio, which operates in Tokyo and Osaka, focusing on developing AAA action games. Lightspeed Studios doesn't sound familiar. Oh. Oh. Okay, chat. Lightspeed Japan has not released a game yet, but Lightspeed Studios is a Chinese developer under Tencent who has made bangers such as, but not limited to, PUBG Mobile, PUBG Mobile Lite, Apex Legends Mobile, NBA Infinite, and much more. It's a mobile game studio. The Chinese branch, at least, is it's a mobile game studio. MGR versus DMC3, DMC3. Nothing against MGR again, but like DMC3. Am I dumb? Yeah, you have to, okay. I'm like, what am I waiting for here? RE2 or 3? 2. 3's good. It's close, but 2.
Warning, there is not enough power to activate the system.
Real question, Knack versus Gex. Gex.
Battery connected.
Yeah, I know NetEase was a mobile game studio. Halo 2 versus Black Ops 2. Why do you do this to me? What's wrong with you? Why are you doing this to me? Halo 2. No. No, Black Ops 2. However, Black Ops 2 only because of Mob of the Dead and Origins being there. If they weren't there, it would be Halo 2. But I would have to go with Black Ops 2. But if we're talking multiplayer and campaign, it's absolutely Halo 2.
Rail cannon has been activated. Executing quick charge program. Preparing to fire.
Infinite Warfare versus Advanced Warfare? Infinite Warfare. Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm kind of surprised that that just left my mouth. I wouldn't have thought that would be my answer, but yeah. Infinite Warfare's campaign is better, and Infinite Warfare's Zombies is light years better. But the multiplayer is worse than Advanced Warfare's, though, for sure. Sunshine or Spyro 2? Son of a bitch. Spyro 2. No, it's Spyro 2 only because of bias. Sunshine is better. Sunshine is a better platformer. Here we go. We finally moved up. I didn't realize I was that close to dead. Holy stunlock, Nemi. Oh, I don't want to get blasted. SH2 versus RE4. It's so hard to compare those two because they're so different.
Enter cooldown mode.
SH2 is a better first playthrough. RE4 is way more replayable though. RE4 is a game that really shines when you start doing like New Game Plus and higher difficulties and stuff. But SH2, if you only ever did one playthrough of both games, SH2 would be better, I think. BioShock or Halo 1? BioShock. Tony Hawk Underground versus Skate 2? I haven't played Skate 2. So Tony Hawk. BioShock or Halo 3? Halo 3.
I'll give you stars.
Favorite game made in 2005? 2005. Good year. Hold on. I gotta be sure about this one. I gotta go and jog my memory. It probably is RE4. It was a good year. It was a good year for games. It probably is RE4. Yeah. But like DMC3, Fear, Chaos Theory, a lot of good games that year.
Jill,
It's over, Carlos.
what are you talking about? Don't you hear that?
Yakuza
There's
4
a
or
second
Sleeping
chopper,
Dogs?
and it's
Hot
here to
take,
rescue
Yakuza
you.
4.
But who is it? Who could possibly be looking for me?
It doesn't matter. We just have to be there when it lands.
Dead Space or RE5? Dead Space. Chaos Theory versus MGS3? MGS3. MGS3 was 2005, wasn't it? Oh, 2004. Okay, I was like, why was that not on the list? It was 2004. Okay. Kenzan versus Kurohyo. How dare you do this to me, Kurohyo.
Thanks, you saved us.
I couldn't let you die.
Is it you?
Are you ready
That's
to
a hot
finish
take.
this?
Which one? Which of the ones that I just spat out? Was it Yakuza 4?
Coming?
Yeah.
Morrowind or New Vegas? Morrowind any day. No contest. Next question. Look, I like New Vegas, but you put it up against the GOAT, not even close. Morrowind. Yakuza 4, yeah. I genuinely enjoyed playing Yakuza 4 more. Not to say I didn't like Sleeping Dogs, but Yakuza 4 was more fun for me.
That's it.
Bubsy or Ocarina of Time? Bubsy. AC3 versus AC3? It's Armored Core 3. I know that you mean Armored Core versus Ace Combat.
And now we have a rather unfortunate turn of events.
Yakuza 4 Akiyama versus Yakuza 5 Akiyama. Yakuza 5 because air combo and heat move where he knees the fuckers in the face like 8 times in a row. Like directly in the face, like on the nose, while they're already on the ground, knees them straight in the nose like 8 times. Just boop, 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 boop. Fucking ridiculous. So good. I showed that one to False while I was working on the video. I showed her that Akiyama heat move. And just every single knee, like the first time she saw it, all 8 of them, she was like, oh, no, ooh, ow. Like every fucking knee individually. Majora's Mask or Ocarina? Ocarina. AC2, AC2, or AC2? Ace Combat 2. Watch Dogs or Watch Dogs 2? I only played the first one. Saints Row 3 or GTA 3? Here's a hot take. I don't love either of them. Probably Saints Row 3 though. Dead Rising or Dead Rising 2? Dead Rising 2. Yakuza 1 Haruka versus RE4 Ashley. Haruka, fuck original Ashley. Such a bitch. Not because of like gameplay, but oh my god, her personality is insufferable. I hate her so much. Saints Row 2 or GTA 4? GTA 4. That one's probably a little spicy, but GTA 4. GTA 4 is still my favorite story mode of the GTA series. GTA 4. I think that's still the best story that GTA ever told. Personally. Remake Ashley is great. Original Ashley is the worst. Wand of Gamelon or Faces of Evil? Wand of Gamelon. Physics Engine was the best in 4 too. It was so good. And then 4 got really good DLC too. Like Ballad of Gay Tony is awesome. Armored Core 6 or 4? 6. Any day. Ratchet and Clank 2 or Sly 2? Ratchet. You know, 3 hours is not so bad. Could have been worse. Who is it for this one? Number 6 is Sherry. Do you have any relatives? When the army officer asked her, Sherry Birkin did not respond, for she has no immediate relatives. Her father and mother died because of the G virus. And so, this little girl holds herself with her arms and bites her lip tight. She thinks, I'm sure she'll come back. She won't forget about me. In reference to Claire, Shirley. Shirley as in like, sure. Not. Her name isn't Shirley. Never mind. Shirley. RE1 versus Silent Hill 1. RE1. Shirley Birkin. You heard me. Shirley. I don't know why for a second I thought her name was Shirley. But that's something that just happened. RE1 dub versus Yakuza dub. RE1. RE1 is... Dude, the Yakuza dub is funny, but it's nothing on RE1. DMC4 or God of War Ascension? DMC4. Armored Core Verdict Day or Ace Combat 4? Ace Combat 4. Oh, not that way, Jill. This is certainly one way to get through the stream. Just rapid fire. This game or that game. Go. Two more playthroughs. MGS2 or Chaos Theory? MGS2. Troy Baker versus Nolan North. Nolan North.
September 28th, daylight. The monsters have overtaken the city. Somehow, I'm still alive.
Oh, Kirby OSTs or Mario OSTs? I missed that one earlier. Kirby.
Okay, we've got to get out.
Nolan North or Steve Bloom?
What? What do you think you're talking about?
Oh, man.
I just lost my daughter out there.
Nolan North. But it hurts.
Go back outside.
Hurts because of my boy Spike.
Sorry about your daughter, but there isn't gonna be any rescue. We have to get out of here.
He's based. Let's go.
No!
I think Mario Galaxy has a better OST than any Kirby game, but like on average, Kirby OSTs are a lot better.
Now leave me alone!
In terms of pure stealth, Chaos Theory shit on the first MGS3 games. I think Chaos Theory's stealth is a little overhyped. Like, I don't know if I would say it shits on MGS3. I don't even know if I would say it shits on MGS2. I think it's better than both, but not by like that much. And gameplay only goes so far when everything else about your game is boring as fuck. Sorry, I said it. And I meant it too. I wholeheartedly meant that. I'm not gonna need it for a minute. Might as well just, I might as well carry it. Chat, I've run every costume in the game. Which one you want this time? I mean, we could even keep it classy, just not do an alternate costume. But we got 2 more playthroughs. What do we think? Galaxy and Odyssey have better soundtrack than any Kirby game. I don't think Odyssey is that good. Not the game. Like, I don't think the game as a whole is that great. I think it's okay. But what's it? I don't think the soundtrack in Odyssey is that great. I think it's good. You haven't finished Odyssey, or have you? No, I never finished it. Trickster or Royal Guard? Depends on the game. If it's DMC3, then Trickster. If it's 4 or 5, then Royal Guard. The issue with Royal Guard in 3 is locking yourself out of every other style just to use it. Like, it's amazing in DMC3. Don't get me wrong. But when you have to forgo all of the other style options just to use it, it loses some value. But when you can just quickly hot swap to it in the situations you need it and then still get the value out of everything else, Royal Guard is amazing. I fucking love Royal Guard when I don't have to give up everything else just to use it. Because, like, as much as I love Royal Guard in 3, I don't want to give up Trickster and Swordmaster for it. Especially not Swordmaster in DMC3. Holy shit, DMC3's Swordmaster is so good. Swordmaster was always my favorite. Yeah, Swordmaster I think is everyone's favorite at the start. That or Trickster. Because they're the easiest to like immediately get value out of. You know what I mean? Is Royal Guard when Dante doesn't sugarcoat it? Exactly. Sorry, did anyone answer on the costumes? Were there any costume requests? I don't think so. I could go Biker Jill. Nero over Dante, don't at me. Whoa, 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 whoa. In DMC 4, I agree with you. Not only because of the enemies, but I have a kind of spicy take. A little bit. I don't like a lot of Dante's weapons in 4. I don't. I think Nero plays better in 4 for me, just because his playstyle is so direct and refined. And then Dante's weapons in that game just don't really click with me. Like Lucifer, I know you can do some crazy shit with it. It's just not my thing. Gilgamesh is all right, but I don't like it as much as Beowulf or... What's the gauntlet in 5 called? Someone remind me. What's the one in 5? It's not Ifrit. Balrog, thank you. Balrog is the best gauntlet weapon Dante ever got. Changed my mind.
Get away!
Yeah, Gilgamesh is fine. It's just, well, aside from Ifrit, it's my least favorite gauntlet weapon. It's my least favorite in like the Itsuno
Brad, hang in there.
DMC
Why
games.
isn't someone doing something about this?
But Ifrit in DMC 1 is very lacking outside of the jumping DT attack. And the DT kick 13 combo is pretty good too. Other than that, Ifrit in DMC 1 is just so underwhelming.
He's after STARS members. There's no escape.
Dude, the Lucifer cutscene is fucking hilarious. I don't need those. Where's the lighter? Oh, it's on the table here. Okay. Halo 2 versus Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1. The multiplayer is not as good, but the campaign in BO1 is better than Halo 2's campaign. And it has BO1 Zombies, which is a really good lineup. Just a great run of 10 maps. Kino, 5, Ascension, Call of the Dead, Shangri-La, Moon, and then all of the World at War maps remade. Halo 2's multiplayer is better than BO1's multiplayer, but BO1's campaign is better than 2's, mostly because 2's campaign is a shit show due to how rushed it was. And then BO1 Zombies is fantastic, and Halo 2 just didn't have a third mode. God of War or God of War? I have not played the Santa Monica God of War games yet. You played Prime 2 and 3? Not yet. I have to this year. I've heard neither of them are as good as Prime 1, but I have to get to them. Oh, did he mean Gears of War? It was Gears of War. I thought we were talking like original versus reboot. Gears of War. Over God of War, yeah. Gears of War was fucking cool. Oh my god, my girlfriend bought me Gears 5 and I still never touched it. Oh. That I was like, oh my god, why have I not touched Gears 5 a single time? But it was because I was gonna wait. We were gonna play Gears of War together at some point. That's why. That's why I haven't played it. For a minute, I was like, dude, what is wrong with me? Saints Row 4 versus Prototype 1. Prototype. I never finished Saints Row 4. That one might be spicy. Alright, that's one. Uh-oh. Prototype versus Infamous? Prototype. I don't know how spicy that is, but I strongly believe Prototype. I don't know if I've ever talked about this. I think Prototype is the best superhero game I've ever played. Just like straight up. I don't think it gets better. Because dude, I feel like anyone who has played Prototype like to the end and gotten the upgrades and everything, you know. Like Prototype, once you've got the upgrades and the abilities, like holy fuck. You don't get a better superhero power fantasy than that. You don't. You just don't. That shit is insane. You're just this ultra edgy, unstoppable killing machine by the end of it. It's ridiculous. In both games too. Especially in the second game where you have a couple more powers. Like, dude, the tendrils in Prototype 2, so fucking cool. But then beyond that, the ability to use 2 powers at once in Prototype 2, where you can like put one on your left arm and one on your right and combine the movesets. Oh my god. Prototype. Prototype is cool as fuck. I like Infamous as well. I like it a lot, but Prototype. Prototype streams would be funny. Because, man, those games are so edgy and the stories are so fucking stupid. Like, unimaginably stupid. But, like, in a fun way, where you're just like, who wrote this? Just the entire time, you're genuinely wondering who the hell thought this story was a good idea. Skibbity toilet or chicken jockey? Chicken jockey. Game is pretty challenging on the hardest difficulty. The game is bullshit on hard mode. Prototype, especially the first one. The second one, not so much. Prototype 2 is a lot better than 1. But 1 is still really good. Oh my god. No, chat, what have you done? She's here. No, no. No. My girlfriend messaged me 1 minute ago and said, add Saints Row 4 and Get Out of Hell. As in, she wants me to add them to the list of games that we need to play together. What have you done? She didn't know that I've never finished Saints Row 4 until just now. She's here. She's... Fuck. What did you do, chat? What have you done? You've locked me into a Saints Row 4 playthrough. Look what you did. Look what you did. I hope you're happy. I hope you're fucking happy. Isn't bad, is it? I thought it was made to be fun bad. It is, but it wore off on me like a few hours in. Like, it is very fun bad, but... I don't know, my list of games is not on my phone. There it is. Saints Row 4. Look what you did. I need to move that list over to my phone. It's way more convenient to have it on my phone. Can you make him add knack? Don't. The lockpick. I was like, why is Nemi not here? I forgot to get the lockpick. I question her gaming library. I know that she's played Saints Row 4 before and that she likes it. What other ones are co-op? Co-op games? Yeah, the list of like what we need to play together is what she wanted to add it to. Basically all of them after the first? Really? Well, the second one isn't on PC, so that would be an issue. Chat, am I dumb? Where's the lockpick? Oh. You just... I'm sorry. No, that was so clearly an ink ribbon on screen. No wonder I ran past it. Wait, it is on the PC?
No.
Where? Not on Steam, right?
Tune is cut off.
Where is it?
This is Carlos. And support immediately.
Every gamer couple has to play It Takes Two. She's already played it. The port is really bad. It's probably fixable with mods. It's on Steam? What? Saints Row 2 is on Steam? Since when? That's not right. That can't be right. It is on Steam. Since 2009? Yeah, there's a mod. Figures. That's the thing with PC, at least for older PC ports that have been around for a while. If it's a bad port, you can just mod it to fix it. newer ports, not so much, but like stuff that's been around for a bit, if the port is terrible, you can just fix it. That's what I needed. I assume it's like $2. It's $10. Still unstable with the mod, but without the mod, it's basically unplayable. Oh, great. $10? Yeah. I mean, no games drop to a retail price of like $2. That just doesn't happen. Maybe on sale it'll be like $2, but not at retail. Would you rather spend $10 on Saints Row 2 or the Switch 2 demo? That's a pretty hard one. I don't know. That Switch 2 demo looks pretty cool. Now the real question, chat. Would you rather spend $95 on like... What's something that's $95, chat? $95 on... I don't know. Okay, forget the $90, okay? Here, actually, no, don't forget the $90. 95 to be exact, but would you rather spend $90 on a copy of Path of Exile 2 for yourself, as well as 2 friends that you can gift the other two to? $30 a piece. $90 on 3 copies of PoE to be played in co-op? Or the Nintendo Switch 2 carrying case for $95, a little more? Which one do you think, chat? Which one? I don't know. What is this? What am I don't know what to do with my hands. Which one do you think? Which one sounds better to you? 3 copies of Path of Exile 2? Or a Nintendo Switch 2 carrying case? That carrying case looks pretty sweet. I can't decide. This is unfair. To be fair, Path of Exile 2 is not currently in the best spot, balancing-wise and everything, but they're working on fixing it right up. They inevitably will have it fixed up pretty soon. It's GGG. They'll be on it. I can get $90 worth of stash tabs. Bro, imagine. You can name one of them Elon's maps. Or I guess just your first name, '(S) maps. And then have a separate maps tab also in your stash that is just labeled maps. But they're not Elon's maps. They're just maps. That was one of the best ones on his stream. He opens up his stash and goes to the tab called Elon's Maps and just thought that no one would question that. So weird. I don't know how he thought that stream was going to go well for him. I genuinely don't. It's hard to even wrap my head around it. Like, did he just think that we were all fucking stupid and that we also didn't play the game? I don't understand what he was trying to do. Do you think the Switch 2 will sell out globally at launch? I mean, with anything like that, it's entirely dependent on supply. So it's kind of hard to say. I'm gonna go to the restaurant first, actually. Supply and demand. Yeah, it depends on how much they make. I think they stocked it pretty well from the rumors. If it's stocked well, I don't believe so, to be honest. I could be wrong, but just going off of the general sentiment towards the system right now, I honestly, wholeheartedly don't believe so. Assuming that there's a solid amount of supply. But if the stock is low, then like, yeah. Because, you know, of course.
What's that?
Calm down, lady. I'm no zombie. My
The
name's
accessories will
Carlos.
increase. That's not a rumor. That's
Umbrella's
just,
biohazard countermeasure
we
force.
know the accessory
What's your name?
prices after the increase already.
Jill, did you
That's
just
why I was
say
talking,
you
the
belong to
$95
Umbrella's
case, that's after the increase.
Yeah. We came all the way out here to save you civilians.
Which is ridiculous,
But the
by the
mission
way.
went bad the minute we
Imagine buying a $100 case for your system.
How did he find me?
Like, holy hell. And we shit on Sony for like the $20 stand, and to be fair, still fucking ridiculous, the $20 stand. But like,
Over here.
$100 case, $100. Ridiculous. How much was a pair of Joy-Cons again? Hold
Are
on,
you
let me go look.
crazy? You could have barbecued both of us.
Switch to accessories. How much was a single pair of Joy-Cons again? Where's the list? There's the list. Oh! Ah, fuck's sake. He gets up, even if you're in here. Sorry, the carrying case, my bad. Chat, I take it back. The carrying case is $85, okay? The Joy-Cons were $95. And the strap for the Joy-Cons, like the wrist strap, $14, by the way, for the wrist strap for your Joy-Cons. Yep. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, the AC adapter is $35. Jesus Christ. What is the Joy-Con 2 charging grip, chat? What the fuck is that? Who here is in the know enough with the Switch 2 shit to know what the charging grip is? What even is that? There's no reason to buy this shit. No, Tibby, listen, okay? You say that. But you're not giving Nintendo enough credit, okay? The Joy-Con 2s, okay? The Joy-Con 2 can act like a mouse. You can use it like a mouse. Like you put it down on your desk and it's like a mouse. That alone is worth the $95. come on. Oh, like a mouse? You say like a mouse. The Joy-Con 2, you can use it like a mouse. Chat. Like, you can't see my mouse. Oh, I have it disabled through DuckStation, I think. Oh, I got like illusioned. What if I do this? Oh no, that still doesn't work because my mouse still doesn't show over it. Never mind. Like a mouse. Look, you can use it like a mouse. Did you know that? Pretty good reason to buy it, I think. $95, good price. Kind of a bargain, to be real with you. You can use it like a mouse. Nintendo make good games and people want to play them. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, it's me, you know? I fucking hate what they're doing with the Switch 2 pricing-wise and everything, and I don't want to buy one purely because of it. But Metroid Prime 4, which I've said before, I can buy and play on my Switch 1. But then I know that I'm buying like the worst version of Metroid Prime 4 when I could be playing the better version on the new system. In like 3 games. Yeah, when I was talking seriously about the mouse feature, I was talking about that. I was like, dude, how many games are realistically going to use the mouse functionality? Like, God knows, it's gonna be the demo game, Mario Party Jamboree, and then maybe like 1 or 2 other games. Because what the fuck are you gonna do with the mouse? Be just a port and exactly the same. No, it is the same, but it can run at like 4K. And still hold 60. Allegedly. That's what they're saying, but you know, Pokemon, what was it, Scarlet and Violet? Is that what it was called? I don't even know. That was supposed to hold a stable frame rate, so. Allegedly. That smallest screen, you don't need 4K. Bro, I do not play in handheld mode. Is confirmed? Yeah, but like, so was Tears of the Kingdom being locked at 30. Right, I don't believe Nintendo's frame rate confirmations, is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what Nintendo says it runs at. I just don't believe them because I've learned not to. DF checked it. I'm skeptical still. Remember Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Tears of the Kingdom. Remember. I need it in my hands. I'm not believing it until I play it. I believe it a little more for Prime 4 because it's a Switch 1 game that is also going to be on Switch 2. But yeah. I don't trust DF in the slightest either. Why? Digital Foundry does an amazing job with their shit. Just, it's Nintendo and it's performance, and I've learned over the last like 8 years to not trust what they say about performance. This one I kind of trust because Metroid Prime Remastered
You're one of the survivors.
is effectively Prime 4 in terms of like engine and assets and all that. And that held 60 FPS on my first gen Switch.
They're coming.
So I kind of believe the 4K 60 more than usual, but I still don't want to put too much faith in it.
Stay together.
Calm down. You're safe now. Everything is gonna be okay.
Oh yeah, Threat Interactive has pointed out some stuff, but they do a great job.
So
until
Jill,
The Last of Us
did
2
you decide to
PC
help us
review.
out?
What was wrong with that
It
one?
looks like we're the only ones who survived. We should work together.
No, we can't trust her.
That just doesn't make sense. That absolutely makes sense. Wattage is a huge
But
factor
Sergeant,
in how
we
much
need
your
your help.
components
Our
actually
unit's down to you,
can
me,
output.
and Lieutenant Mikhail. That's it. And Mikhail's hurt bad. If we don't cooperate, we won't be walking away from this mission.
It was optimized really well and they were still complaining. It was optimized okay. It has optimization
Then
problems.
let's go over our plan. We're moving to the clock tower area, which is the designated landing zone for the extraction chopper. Once we get there and give the signal, the chopper will fly in and pull us out.
That's why PC handhelds have power
That's
options.
a lot
Yeah.
of ground to cover.
Wattage is a very big factor
I
when it
don't
comes to
think we can make it
hardware.
on foot.
The main problem we
Newer
have
stuff
is
can
the
get
landing
more
zone
power
is
out
cut
of
off
less
from here
wattage.
by the
That's
fire.
not true.
So we have no choice but to use this cable car to navigate through it.
Run smoothly on my
Fortunately,
rig.
we can also use
It
as
might,
a
but that's the
shield
thing with
to get us through the
PC
worst
is
areas.
how it runs on
That works
your
for me.
rig
Good plan.
doesn't always
Sir,
equate to how it
I'll
runs
take you.
on
Let's
everyone
get
else's rig. Because
Jill, put this on.
the whole thing with PC optimization is it's difficult to optimize on PC because of the possible tens of thousands of configurations that it will have to run smoothly on. That's why optimizing for console is fucking baby shit compared to optimizing on PC. At least in the modern space. Ow. '97. I wouldn't use the 50 series as a good comparison. We've all established the 50 series is not good. Like, price to performance, wattage to performance. The 50 series is a bad gen of cards. I would not use that as the point of comparison. Even 40 series isn't good. 40 series is good aside from price to performance. That's where 40 series is bad. Fermi 2.0. Oh god. That just gave me a flashback. No, 40 series is great aside from the price point. But other than that, the, what's it? Like the 4080, 4090 cards are still, what's it? They're still the most powerful cards on the market when it comes to like raw performance. And you're not including like upscaling and all that into it. They still output the most raw performance on the market. If price to performance is bad, it's bad in general. I don't think so. Because their intent is not to be good price to performance. No! Like, they're literally just built to be the most powerful cards, and their price reflects that. Because the only people who are going to be interested in those cards are the people who either A, need them, or B, are willing to pay that much to just juice the fuck out. Where's the other crank? May as well stop making 60 and 70 class cards entirely. I don't think so. Because, like, there's a market for NVIDIA cards. I'm the market for NVIDIA cards. I'm in the market for NVIDIA cards. Oh, I forgot to grab the book. Fuck. just because it's a smaller market doesn't mean that they should stop making it. .30 series are still good for like 90% of stuff. True. But I would even say like it's more than 90%. But the thing with that is PC can still play everything that has come out on PC gaming wise. Like if you want to go and boot up DOS and play some shit from the 80s and 90s, like you can do that. PC doesn't have like generations where you get locked out of stuff, right? So yeah, like 30 series is still great for more than 90%, I would say. But again, it depends what market you're in. Like some people don't really care about playing the new games because they just like playing the old games that they like. And like, yeah, you don't even need a 30 series probably. For them, going above like a 10 series might even seem silly, depending on how old it is. Just all depends what market you're in. Still remember when the 1080 was hot shit? I was on a 1080 Ti until like 2023. And I only upgraded because Armored Core 6 was coming out. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to max out Armored Core 6 on this card. That was literally the reason that I upgraded my PC. I did it right before Armored Core 6 just to be ready for it content-wise. Not getting rid of my 3090 until I see a proper boost in performance. I think that AMD really has a great opportunity to step in and make a more affordable juicer card. But the only issue with that is that AMD historically doesn't do that, right? I'm sure that they could if they really went for it. But just, we don't really have a precedent for AMD trying to compete with top shelf cards. But if they could make like a proper top shelf card and price it at a point where like, obviously it's not affordable to everyone because they just be selling at a loss in that case. But if they could price it considerably more reasonably than like the 50 series, they have a real opportunity to take over like a dominant market share in the modern PC space, I think. It all just depends how AMD plays their cards the next year or two. We'll see. But I think they have a great opportunity. Yeah, there are a few, like, you know, games from old OSs that won't run properly, but then again, that's the sort of thing where, like, assuming there's a solid enough fan base for it, they've probably gotten some sort of mod or even source port. Because, like, playing Diablo 1 with my girlfriend lately, this isn't because we need... I don't know why I ran here. I don't know. This isn't because we need... the source port just to run on like Windows 10 and 11. Her system is 11. But we've been playing on Devolution just because it's so much smoother for multiplayer stuff than actually playing vanilla Diablo. It's just one of those things where, like, some games you're gonna need to mod them, you're gonna need a source port, something like they won't work out of the box, but basically everything is playable on PC regardless of like how far back you go. which is one of the big upsides to PC, right? Does Star Citizen run fine on 30 series now? I know Star Citizen was notorious for not really running on anything for a bit. But does it run fine on like 30 series now? Oh, right, I have to hit the button. If consoles abandon physical media, I'm switching to PC fully. Really seems like we're gonna see that either in this upcoming generation or like the one after it. Like I do strongly feel like we're not far off from that happening. I mean, obviously, with the way things have been trending, unless there's major pushback, like way more than there currently has been, and there's already been a lot. Like I definitely, it's a matter of if not, or sorry, it's a matter of when, not if, was what I meant to say. It's not whether or not consoles are going to abandon physical media, it's just when they are going to at this point. Bracing for it, yeah. It's definitely coming. There's no way that's real. Well, it's probably used. The 30 series was very appropriately priced when it came out. That's one of those rare NVIDIA moments where, like, the price to performance on the 30 series was really good. NVIDIA normally doesn't do that, or at least hasn't done that for a while. They kind of did before, like, the 10 series and all that. But they haven't done it for a while. But yeah. I don't know about 350 euros. Most of these used 3090s are around 700. Yeah, then I wouldn't trust the really cheap one. I was like, well, maybe, but probably not. I don't even want to pick this up, to be honest. I'm not going to use it. Maybe I do. Maybe I do want to pick it up. Yeah, like the 970 was great. That's what I was thinking of. Like pre-10 series, NVIDIA did price pretty appropriately for like the average gamer. But then with the 10 series, they moved more towards targeting like top shelf. Yeah, I was thinking infinite grenade launcher. That's why I went back for it. You guys think Star Citizen is gonna come out first, or Hollow Knight Silksong? What do you think? My money is probably on Star Citizen at this point. And it's funny because, like, I'm only half joking. I could genuinely see Star Citizen coming first. Star Citizen is a money laundering operation. Might be. It feels that way a lot of the time, doesn't it? But aside from like 6 seconds of clips, some of which we had seen before, we haven't even had any evidence of Silksong existing for years. Actually, just a live service game claiming to not be done? I don't know. Because, like, obviously, it all just depends on what the, I guess, scope of 1.0 is. Because you could easily go play PoE 2 right now and play that game through to, like, endgame and go, yeah, this game is already done. But the thing there is that the game is done in the sense that, like, what's there right now is good, playable, and feels like it makes up a proper video game. But it's in early access and not considered 1.0 because as far as the devs are concerned, what they want the game to be is not complete. So I'll give Star Citizen that much in, like, it is so ambitious that I don't think it's done. It's very playable in its current state. It has a decent amount to do in its current state, but I don't think it's done. Mostly in that sense. I don't think it's where they want it to be, which is really the qualifier for whether or not it's done. Because, like, I could go make a Pong clone right now and then just pop that out on Steam and be like, yep, it's done. Or I could go make a Pong clone that's going to be like a full-fledged roguelike with meta progression and online network multiplayer. And I could put out the exact same Pong release that I would if it was just a Pong clone, like literally one-to-one, and say it's early access, but the scope hasn't been met yet. You know what I mean? Might be a weird example, and I might have worded it a little weirdly, but it all just depends on what the game is supposed to be. Haven't taken money and ran yet. No, they're actually making Star Citizen. Oh, the other lever is the one I needed. Okay. I thought that it was the one for the grenade ammo.
Wait.
I got what you mean? Good. Because, like, PoE 2 right now is a big ARPG. Like, it's bigger than Diablo 1 or 2 in terms of just, like, what's there. It's huge. And it's all pretty polished, very playable. You can play that game for like 100 hours on one character and not have seen and done everything. But as far as the devs are concerned, the game isn't done because, like, a lot of the stuff they want in there that were in, like, the original design document aren't in there yet. It's a huge game that is, like, playable from start to finish, but I mean, just for example, there are currently 7 classes in PoE 2, but the planned class roster is 12. Are they actually making it, or are they actually making it like Grumps' game, having a nothing update for every 2 years? They're actually making it. Like, they are actively making... The game is A, playable at retail right now in early access, and B, as far as I know, pretty regularly getting updates. Like 1 or 2 a year. Big updates. I did recently see... Oops. Shit. Grums did like a private network test for Kickstarters for his game. After so many jokes about, like, not having a product after however many years it's been. I think it's been, what, like 8 years of development on his game so far? Or maybe 7, I don't remember. It was really, like, it looked like a game that has seen maybe a year or less of development. Because then obviously, you put it out to public, someone starts recording footage of them playing it and uploading it to YouTube. And I went and looked at some of that YouTube stuff that got uploaded, just pure no commentary gameplay. And yikes. Just yikes. Yeah. I'm kind of at the same place with Star Citizen. I think what's there is cool, and I do want to play it someday. But I don't love their monetization being so heavily, like, I guess, founders-based, like founders packs and such oriented. It doesn't look good. I should pull it up. Does anyone know what it's called? Because I can't remember what it's called. I could pull up gameplay of Grums' game on YouTube from that recent network test. Hold on. I'll just look up Grums. I'll find it. Hold on. What's your game called, Grums? What was it? EM8er. There it is. What? It's been in development since 2016. Okay, this game is... Okay. Hold on. I'm going to pull up the gameplay. But while I'm pulling it up, from the recent test, like literally less than a month ago, right? That's footage that I'm going to pull up is from less than a month ago. Let it be known. It has been 9 years in development. Why are all the videos from last year? Why can I only find demos from 2024 now? Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Man, I'm so glad that I'm doing this on my other monitor where you guys can't see it. I forgot that someone like actually made a porn game and titled it the exact same thing as Grums' game and released it just to fuck with him. And also released it under the dev name Cums instead of Grums. Like spelled the same, 2 M's and a Z. It was literally just this guy made a porn game, named it the exact same thing, and actually released it just to fuck with him. I totally forgot about that, but I'm getting a lot of results that are videos of that game on Google. Oh, okay. Here we go. There we go. I found a one. I can't find the 2025 one. Like literally it. Let me try searching on YouTube first, actually. Oh, here we go. A live stream. Oh, here we go. I found one. Sweet. I was like, fuck it. I'll just use gameplay from last year and we'll talk about this as if it's from 2024. I'm cool with that. But here. Thank you, McDizzle Gaming, for live streaming this 2 weeks ago. 2. Okay? His face is going to be partially on the screen because I have it weirdly set up for 4x3. This is from 2 weeks ago. 9 years of development. Behold Grums' game. This game, I found some stats while I was looking for it. This game has raised nearly $1 million in crowdfunding over its development. They've put nearly $1 million of crowdfunding money into this. And this is it. This is what we got. I'm trying to find some more action. I don't want to turn on the audio just in case he says crazy shit or something. I don't know who this guy is. But, this is the game. If you've never seen it, and you've always wondered, this is it. I'm struggling to even find him, like, fighting stuff. Some early access looking shit. Yeah, 9 years, by the way. And mind you, he put out this, like, network test demo sort of thing a couple weeks ago. in response to Ubisoft ratioing him and saying that he doesn't have like a product to show for it after 9 years, he was like, oh yeah? Well, how about this? What about this? Yeah. That's what I thought. I literally can't even find him fighting stuff. Like, I'm struggling to even find that in this hour-long stream. Oh, here we go. Little bit. This is the game. Anyway, I think that's enough. I think that's enough. I don't know where that money has gone, that crowdfunding money, but if you ask me, I don't think it's gone into the game. So if you've ever wondered why Grums was controversial even before he started getting involved in like culture war stuff, it's because of that. That's what he was working on way before he became like a pseudo-political figure in the gaming space. That was like what he did for years before getting into all that. It's true, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is never coming out. But even then, like what we've seen of that, it at least looks a lot better than EM8er. I don't know anything about the porn game. Someone's got to look into it and tell me if it's any good. Just because, like, it's already funny that the guy did that, but imagine it's actually a good game. Granted, I don't think it would ever be my kind of game. I don't play games like that. Because if I wanted to do that, I would just go on Google, frankly, rather than play a whole game to get there. But it might be okay. Someone let me know. Feel free to check it out and let me know. Yeah, I really don't need any of those key items I was carrying. Man says nervously as his girlfriend watches the stream. I really don't. If I wanted to watch porn, I'd just go on Google. I'm not gonna fucking spend an hour playing a game just to get there. It's the difference between spending like 5 minutes on it and like an hour and 10 minutes on it. I'm just gonna spend 5 minutes on it. I'm fine. Same though. Like if I'm gonna watch porn, I'm not playing a game just to get there. She might not still be here. She could still be here, but she might not still be here. Bro, I just realized that my grandma is almost 100% here. And fuck me. It's Easter. And I found out this morning that she's coming over for Easter dinner and everything. I'm in here yelling about porn. It's one thing if my parents hear me. I don't really give a shit. They've heard it before. But like my grandma. Oops. On Easter Sunday. What is wrong with me? What the fuck is wrong with me? I at least get the brownie points still for being her one and only descendant who has graduated college. So I get a pass. My cousin who's on the same side of the family is gonna graduate in like a month. But as of right now, I'm still the only college graduate ever in her lineage. As of this moment, speaking right now. So, I get crazy brownie points for that. Might make up for it. Might carry me. She cares about that. She brings it up a lot. So, you need Jesus? Hey, he is risen. He is. As of today, it's Easter, everybody. He's risen. For my non-Christians out there, this is where you say something like, indeed he is, something like that. You just go with it. Religious holiday. I actually, just this morning, this is kind of, anytime I get the opportunity to, I love saying on Easter, like he is risen to people who aren't Christian, just to make them uncomfortable. I did it to Owen this morning. And it's not the first time I've done it to him on Easter. I was talking to him in call real quick this morning. He called me. And I said it before he hung up. He was like, oh, by the way, happy Easter. And I was like, yep, he's risen. And he was just like, why do you do this? Why do you keep doing this to me every Easter? Because it makes people uncomfortable. They don't know how, or if they don't know how to respond to it. They're just like, yep. He is risen. You guys hear that Christianity is back on the rise, especially in the UK? Is it? I haven't heard that. Gonna start saying he is risen to everyone I know. You have the rest of the day to do it, okay? And anyone you know, just, it makes people uncomfortable if they don't know how to respond. It's funny. It's kind of fucked up that I do that, but it is genuinely, I find it funny. I probably shouldn't, but I do. And all Christians said, hell yeah. Lord Espada, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. You know, sometimes Christianity's kind of metal as fuck. No, I've talked about some of like Christian myth is actually so metal.
Jill.
It's kind of badass.
Hey, the zombies are getting restless.
And all the British said, great heavens.
I know. I can hear them. What's going on?
I wouldn't know what to say, to be honest. I think it's more like a Catholic and Orthodox saying.
Jill!
I know it's Orthodox. I know Orthodox is big on he is risen. Indeed, he is.
Coming. Sniffed us out. They know we're here.
I think Catholics are. I don't know for sure.
Calm down.
I think it's both, but I know it's Orthodox.
What are you doing?
Most metal story ever is basically Revelations. Exactly. Like, anything that you read out of Revelations just sounds like it could be like the cover art to a heavy metal album. Like, seriously, it's crazy. If you ever need inspiration for a metal album cover, like cover art, I mean, just go read Revelations. Thank me later. You'll come up with something good in there. Oh, shit. Dog, what the fuck am I doing? That took a bit. I recommend Orthodox Christianity, the OG. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I'm Orthodox. And the Orthodox Church is kind of fucking crazy, okay? You gotta, it's kind of fucking crazy. Have you ever sat through like an Eastern Orthodox church service? Have you? Because holy fuck, I have a lot. And let me tell you, if you haven't sat through one,
relax.
They're like at least 2 hours long.
Are you okay?
And chances are, unless you're going to a really big Orthodox church,
I'm fine.
they probably don't have pews or like they might have some chairs for people who need them. But if you don't need a chair, guess what? You don't sit. You don't. You stand. You stand through that 2-hour service, the whole thing. And the thing is, they don't speak. They don't talk to you during the service. Everything is sung. Sang? They're singing the whole thing.
We both should be deaf by now.
They sing the entire service.
Okay. I'm gonna
like genuinely the whole thing.
There might not be any at our destination.
Sung? Sang? Sung? Orthodox means praising standing. Yep. Yep. You don't sit. It's metal. I can admit that it's kind of cool once. But you really get sick of it. The standing, particularly. What's Protestants? Protestant, literally, the Catholic Church dubbed the term Protestant. And it is, I shit you not, any denomination that is not Catholic or Orthodox is Protestant. And it is named as such because the Catholic Church saw those denominations as being in active protest to them. I'm not bullshitting you. Christian church lore, like the actual just the church outside of like what the religion is, just the history of the church and everything is so fucking stupid and crazy. If you've never gone down that rabbit hole, it genuinely is a pretty fun one. I unironically recommend it because it's crazy. It's just a whole lot of shit like that that makes you go, really? That can't be true. But it is. It really is. My back hurts just thinking about it. Bro, it's not your back. It's the soles of your feet. 2 hours in, dog? No. They're on fire. They're aching. But also, I am Eastern Orthodox. So you want to know the fun twist? If you're Eastern Orthodox, the whole thing is sung. You're standing for like 2, maybe 3 hours, depending on your church or the service, whatever it might be. Here's the best twist of it, chat. Most of the service, even in America, is not in English. It's just not. They're not singing in English. In my church, the whole thing, Serbian. My church growing up, entire service was in Serbian. Whole fucking thing. Not Latin. Oh. I forget Serbian is a thing. Exactly. You're John Wick. I am by blood half Serbian. So, close enough. Basically John Wick. You should see what I could do with a pencil. A fucking pencil. Irish and Serbian, basically. It's like 45% Irish, 45% Serbian, and then a bunch of like random little miscellaneous pieces from all over, everywhere else, but basically just, if you're not getting into like the miscellaneous 10% that's coming from who fucking knows where, I mean, I could look at it, but it's just all over. I'm basically half Serb, half Irish. We are Orthodox Eastern European cousins. Just recently,
like we're ready to go. Here,
I was telling my girlfriend about it. My cross here.
Okay.
I have it in the case right now and not
Won't
on
joining us.
the actual necklace.
I understand.
But my cross, it's on my desk. Of course it is.
I'll operate the cable
It's an
car.
Orthodox
Let's
cross.
go.
It's wood. It's hand carved wood. And it is from a church way out in good old Eastern Europe. I'm trying to remember the exact name of the country because for some reason it's escaping me, and I know I'm gonna fuck it up if I don't look beforehand. Is way over there. Hold on. Chat. The cross is tiny. It looks tiny on camera. It's the cross. It's to be worn on a necklace. Hold on. It's because those territories have changed in the last couple hundred years. So I have to go look at what it is right now. Am I stupid? Have I forgotten? Don't answer that. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, hold on. I'm close. I am thinking of Montenegro. Bingo. Small church over in Montenegro. Because one of my cousins, older cousins, on that side of the family, the Serb side, he went over and traveled like Croatia, Montenegro, Serbia, all across them, looking for, we knew that our family, like a couple hundred years back, formed a church somewhere over there. We had started a church, and he legitimately went there for like a few weeks and was going around to like villages all over the place and being like, do you know this last name? Is there anything you can tell me about this last name? Like looking for our family history out there. And he found the fucking church. He found it just by asking in villages. Eventually one of them was like, oh yeah. Yeah, we know that family. And he found the church, went to it, and got these hand-carved crosses that are made in that church that have our last name written on them in Cyrillic as well. Hand-carved in, written in Cyrillic. And he randomly, I went out to Denver for like a family event, and he was just like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, he tells me all this story. I never even knew he had been out there, but he tells me all this and is like, yeah, so here, I have this for you, and gives me that cross. I never even knew he had gone out there, but apparently he saved one for me. He got a bunch of them and kept one specifically for me. And it's fucking cool. I haven't worn my old cross since. Because the lore behind this one is crazy. hurt. No. Bird dodge. I can't believe I got that. Just tell your girlfriend. That's why I was just telling her about that. That's why I was like, oh yeah, by the way, I have it right here. Because I was telling her about it and showing it to her. Do you also have a blue eye? A blue eye? A blue eye? I have blue eyes. 2 of them. Unless I'm not understanding the question. I have 2 blue eyes. A blue eyes white dragon. It would be cool if I only had 1 blue eye. What's the word for that again? When you have 2 differently colored eyes? That shit is cool. Heterochromia. Comia? Yeah, comia. Heterochromia. I put an extra R in there. My bad. Oh, it is chromia. I was just thinking, like, you know, color. Oh, okay, yeah. My brain filled that gap because of, like, the... Is it the Latin root for color? That's... something... What is the root? Because I think of, like, chromatic aberration.
You're alive.
Comes from that. What is the actual root that I'm thinking of? Is it just chromia? Is that the root?
Talking about? We made it.
You don't get it.
Okay, well, it's also a blockchain platform apparently.
Do you really think we can trust their
So maybe not.
Evacuation plan? Huh. It's just a piece of paper.
I know that word because of lady. Fair.
But we don't have any other choice than to trust them.
A blue
right now.
eye with the cross.
No.
No, I'm not familiar with that.
Choose when it happens.
But that might be something that just didn't make its way over to the West quite as well.
So that's it then, huh? You're giving up?
No. I can't handle it.
Chat, is it gay to have homochromia? Maybe a little bit. Just a touch. Oh, there we go. I can make this work. I got this. Blue eye can be worn with red string. It's called evil eye. False, since you've got it up, what's the source of this practice? Where does this come from? Is it just Orthodox? Is it just Eastern Orthodox? And it just didn't make its way over here? Why the fuck is there a baby spider there? I don't know if I've ever just seen a random baby spider right there. Wasn't there an ink ribbon somewhere around here? There's an ink ribbon pickup somewhere close. I know there is. False knows it. False Googled it. Why are there baby spiders? Ah! I knew it! I knew there were ink ribbons around here. This is what happens when you have to play the game like 7 times for the 100%. You need ink ribbons and you're just like, oh, There's some relatively nearby. He has risen. American chocolate does kind of suck. He's not wrong. Particularly Hershey's. Hershey's, bro, even in the US at this point, a lot of people hate Hershey's. I don't know what happened. I swear it hasn't always tasted like that, because what the fuck? Anyway, it is about that time. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, follow, whatever, come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing all sorts of other stuff, like, oh, it's from Judaism. Okay, so it is just a thing that Orthodox took from Judaism that then, I guess, didn't make it over here. Got it. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. We're doing this. We're doing Metal Gear, Yakuza, Ace Combat. Come back for any of it. It's all good. Also, if you enjoyed on the YouTube side, leave a like, because algorithm, you know how it goes. If you're looking for anything outside of YouTube or Twitch to engage with the community, check out links in the description below on YouTube or on Twitch. They're on the channel page. They're in chat commands. You'll be able to find them. If you're looking for things like Twitter, Discord server, they're there. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you always back here next time. I hope you all have the rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.